I am on my way to do a pickup for DeliverThat, which is a catering delivery service. I was out kind of trolling for orders this morning, super slow, and I was actually on my way home because there wasn't even anything good for the Costco drop, and I had an Amazon shipment to work on. And right as I headed towards home, DeliverThat hit me with this. It is not an amazing order. I think it's like only $21, $22. And I would say it's total drive time, it's gonna be probably, 15 miles there and back. But I took it for two reasons. Reason one was I'm just trying to get as many DeliverThat orders under my belt as possible. I think I've completed three, not many. I actually got credit for one last week that I accepted and then it was immediately canceled. So that was pretty cool. And I saw today, or yesterday, I guess, the $38 for that one hit my bank account, and I don't think I had possession of that DeliverThat order for more than 5 minutes total before I accepted it and it was canceled and I got full payout. So that was pretty cool. But the other reason is the drop-off is actually really close to my storage locker, and I have more stuff from the house from the hurricane that I needed to get back to the storage locker anyway. And so I just made a quick jaunt home because I was only a couple miles away from home, loaded half the car up, so hopefully I will have enough room for everything. I'm pretty sure I've got some good flexibility here that I can fit everything in the back, and I already have the back seat down. It's only a $200 order, and it's from Beyond Juicery, a juice and I don't know, like healthy sandwich wrap type of place. So we've delivered from here before. Actually, that order seems very low because I've picked up orders of like juice and a wrap that are $25, $30 from here, and so I can't imagine it's for more than 10 people. But it may end up being a lot of drinks. So I do have a cooler with ice in it. I've got some flexibility here, basically, is what I'm saying. So we're gonna go do this, pick up this DeliverThat order. I need to be there in 13 minutes. I think I'm about 5 minutes out. So for those of you not on DeliverThat, if you're looking for an alternate way of, you want to maybe do a few less deliveries but bigger deliveries, it's definitely something to look into in your area. I'm less than impressed by DeliverThat overall. I think that there are some major issues with how the platform is set up, specifically it being another fastest finger app. I'm not a fan of what I call fastest finger apps. Those are apps where whether or not you get the order depends on how quickly you can accept it. It's not necessarily based on your ratings. It's not based on the quality of your service. It's just based on how good your cell phone signal is and whether or not you happen to be available as the order is shown to you. And that's not necessarily my favorite type of thing. However, the earnings potential is there. So sometimes when you're looking for increasing your earnings, you sometimes have to say, well, this is not my perfect app, but there will never be a perfect app. Is it the best opportunity that you have to make money? And in this particular case, and especially with Christmas season coming up here, I want to complete as many orders, even though I know trying to get 75 completed, which I believe is the new standard to get on the bottom tier of preferred service, I don't know how that's going to happen. But I'm still going to take advantage of these opportunities because it's a lot better than delivering $3, $4, $5 lunch runs for no tippers down here. So anyway, say hello, let me know if you're here. We're doing a DeliverThat catering order from Beyond Juicery. I'm gonna have to leave you guys for a couple minutes as I go in to pick up the order, and because I don't think I'm gonna be able to bring this phone with me, and I'll put my Be Right Back sign up. But we're gonna go pick it up, and because we are almost to the parking lot here. We're like a minute or two out. So have any of you done DeliverThat as a catering order? Like I said, this is about my third or fourth order, I believe. So I think it's going to be the third one that I've completed. I've done 2 Pollo Tropical, if that's the right way to say it, orders, and then a third one that I accepted but was canceled and I got paid for. So I don't know if that technically counts as a completed order. It shouldn't, because I didn't actually do anything. But hey Tornado, how's it going? Let's see, who else is that? Radha, how's it going? So we are just now arriving at Beyond Juicery. It has marked me. I'll show you what the screen looks like here in a second, after I get parked here. So this is I'll give you all the stats here once I get parked. I just wanted to get the stream going before I got there, because once I get to the storage locker, there's no signal in that building, so it's going to be a relatively short stream. I'm just going to do it as a ride along, but thankfully there's a nice parking space right up front, so that's going to be nice for getting in and out. And we're early here by about 10 minutes, which is not a bad thing. I don't ever think it's bad to be early on, a DeliverThat order, because, I mean, don't be impatient. The order might not be ready yet, though this place usually is. So there's certain things I don't think I can show, but so the drive time from here, or the drive distance from here, is 11.4 miles. Okay. The estimated earnings for this is $21.40. Okay, so you're almost $2 a mile. Now, like I said, I had to make a quick little jaunt back to my house and then downtown, but that was to just load up for things. So I'll kind of show you. I've got just some leftover hurricane supplies that we had in the back, some of our bug out bags, and just some of our other storage stuff. But I also, because I know there can be smoothies, and I didn't see a full order on here, I got all my catering bags and stuff like that. I brought my wagon too, just in case I have to move stuff. But so the actual order cost is only $195. So this is relatively low. So definitely among the lower ones of what you'll see on there. MRE for lunch. Maybe I'll have to do that. We have an open one at home. They're gross, but we're still trying to get some of those. So they're gross as a comfort pleasure food, but maybe as a fun video, maybe I'll do an MRE and just give a live reaction to that, because yeah, that'll be kind of fun. So yeah, so I'm gonna go pick this up. I'm gonna leave this streaming here in a second. Does anybody have any questions regarding what am I doing? DeliverThat. Any questions regarding DeliverThat that you want answered? So obviously you can make your choices as to whether or not you want to do that. We got the BRB sign, so we're going to throw that up here in just a second. This one looks to be relatively simple. It's going to a doctor's office. So I'm just looking to see here if it actually gives a full. No, just 1140 commission, which is, so they're literally just giving $1 per mile. So I was thinking about that today. If most of these gig delivery apps just assigned you $1 per mile, wouldn't that make, even with like your average like $2 to $5 tip from a customer, wouldn't that make it, wouldn't that make almost everyone? The gum is also a laxative. But if every delivery company just gave you $1 per mile base pay before the customer tip, wouldn't that make it at least reasonable to complete the vast majority of these orders? That's all they would have to do. And yes, understanding it wouldn't always be perfect, because sometimes you'd have to be rerouted, sometimes there'd be traffic delays or whatever, so your mileage might be higher, you might have to go to a different gate. But in general, as a base thing, and I would say if you made it $5 or $1 per mile base pay, whatever is higher, right? Whatever's higher. So if it's just a $2, right? Not that you would love it, but if that $5 base pay, and we have a lot of customers around here who tip $2, and we have a lot of customers who tip $5, right? So if that was just the base pay for the vast majority of orders, and I mean, this is a $200 order, this is not going to be that much work. We have plenty of orders that I pick up from DoorDash and Uber Eats that are $200 orders that'll have a $10 tip on them, just like this. So I'm not really like, yeah, it's not a huge catering order, but I got $38 last week for a DeliverThat order that I didn't even have to deliver that. But anyway, just kind of my thoughts on that. I don't know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sign up on the off chance that this is ready. If anybody hops in while I'm inside, you just let them know what's going on, that I'll be right back. And we're gonna just see if this order is ready to be picked up. And then we got about an 11-mile trip. We'll get it all dropped off and summarize it. So I'll be right back, and we're gonna go see if this order is ready. We're back. Just got everything picked up. I'm gonna get it all set up here in the front. Oh, I forgot to get the signature. Totally, see, this is like my third one. Thanks for watching the car tornado. Actually, it's running now. So I got to go back. They actually have to sign that they gave me everything. So I'm going to go get the signature really quick, and then we'll be right back. I'll show you what we picked up. Super, super simple order. Mostly water, cookies, chips, and then a bunch of like wraps like that are cut up. So, but I got to go get their signature before we go. Hold on. All right, we're back for real now. Even though my sign fell down. Or it blew out. I don't know where it is. Anyway, so in here, I'll show you guys really quick. Then we got to get rolling here. Let's see if I can turn the camera around. All right, so you can see a bunch of wraps in there. And then there's a box underneath. I don't know if you can tell. There's a box underneath. That just has like chips, cookies. What was in there? Chips, cookies. I noticed they all had a coupon. There's like 7 or whatever, a big wrapped up package of like free smoothie coupons. Like, man, I need those. I need some free smoothies. All right, let me get this other phone. My other phone up here. It actually has my directions on it. My phone case is like completely falling apart now. Directions. So we gotta go like 7 miles here. It says 20 minutes, so that's pretty good. This is like, yeah, it's only like a $21 delivery for 11 miles. So obviously when you're doing DeliverThat orders, you're hoping for the big ones, and not every order is going to be a big one. That's just kind of the nature of it. But this one worked, like I said earlier in the stream, for 2 reasons. Reason 1 is I'm just trying to get some more under my belt. And so sometimes, hey, how's it going, Too Evil? Sometimes you just have to take orders on these platforms. You just got to get that experience, and you got to get those things rolling. So that's part of it. And then the other part is the drop off is right near my storage locker, and I had more stuff that I had to take there. So it's, instead of just making those miles on myself, at least I'm getting paid for those miles. So that's what we got. So now everything's picked up. We've got 11 mile, says 20-minute drive. So I'm just here to hang out, answer any questions, go into the bank to buy some more money. Yeah, I heard. No, I better not say that. I have jokes, right? See, like I have things that sound funny in my head that when I just say them out loud, my wife rolls her eyes, or the cops get called, because I think they're funny, but then other people don't think they're funny. So anyway, yeah, just hanging out with you guys for the next half an hour or whatever. Just figured this is simple. This is the time. Live ride-alongs are cool in concept, but with my technology it's hard to do. But when I know I just am going to be doing a drive, that's like one of the best times to just do it. So yesterday I was out sourcing for Amazon all day. So I did probably my biggest Amazon purchase this year. Did about $1,000 worth of, maybe $1,200 worth of Amazon product. So I'm gonna go home and prep after this. It's been so slow. We were so busy last week because we had the hurricane coming and everybody was just busy with that. But now that that's passed, I think people overbought. And so now nobody has any needs. Hey, Cabron, if that's how you say it, thanks for hanging out. Hope you're doing well. Like, just people aren't, I don't know. I haven't been out for supper, so I am going to do supper tonight. Though I might not be out for the peak of supper, but I'm going to do a couple hours of supper tonight. We're supposed to be back into season here very soon. It was our coldest morning. Now, I know for most of you this is not cold, okay? So I have to preface this that it's Florida cold, okay? So Florida cold is like when we put on sweatshirts. And I used to live up in Minnesota and Wisconsin, so I understand what true cold is. I understand what 30 below zero cold is. Okay, however, since living here, I've just become soft, and I'm okay with that. So as Florida cold, we were in the low 60s this morning. We have not seen the low 60s probably since about March, and it felt amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The bad part about winter is the sun sets early. I like long days. I love the long days that summer is, but the good part about winter is just those cool days. So like what you guys consider a cool summer day is like our average like winter, fall type of day down here if you're like in the northern half of the country. So we had that. Anyway, so I did a huge sourcing for Amazon yesterday. I actually did, so yesterday what did I do? I had the car from 7:35, so like 10 hours. Okay, so I did sourcing for 10 hours for Amazon. I did 3 Targets, 2 Walmarts, 3 thrift stores, and an Ollie's, as well as stops at UPS and the post office for shipping out other stuff that I had going. So there's quite a few stops. I was pretty proud of myself for especially not having a lot of knowledge. I spent about $1,200, which again, if I were in my peak and my prime, I used to be able to spend, $800 to $1,000 per store when I knew a lot more. But I'm rebuilding my knowledge base, and I was pretty happy with that. One of my thrift store items that I found was, I paid $12, and it was for, I don't know how to explain this if you don't know. It was just basically a giant bladder that you put in your tub for storing like emergency water. And of course, with the hurricanes that have come through, people are like thinking about those things, and they had all sold out on Amazon. So I found one at a thrift store, brand new, sealed, double sealed, like it had the factory seals and everything else. So like $12 or $13, we'll call it $13 after tax. And I threw that up on Amazon, and I sold it within a couple hours for $60. So I really, really like this. And I would encourage you guys who are doing gig delivery to at least start dabbling in selling online. After the shipping was $6 because it only went about 4 towns away to my north. So we're in Naples, and the delivery I shipped to Port Charlotte, which is not that far north from here. And so shipping was only like $6, even though it was like 2 pounds. It was super cheap shipping, $6. Amazon's gonna take what? They're probably gonna take 12. So about 31, maybe about $31 in my total cost and fees for that item. And that's including shipping, including Amazon fees, including what I paid for it at the thrift store. And so I turned that 31 into 60. So it's like $30. And it was literally 5 minutes poking around a thrift store just looking for easy stuff to flip. Now, obviously, that's not always the case. Sometimes you got to dig and you got to work a little bit harder. But compare that to delivering, on Earn by Time on DoorDash. It might take you 2 hours to get there at $13 an hour plus a couple of tips or whatever. Or even if you're not, like this morning, I went out to do deliveries. There was just nothing. I spent 2 hours like sitting waiting for orders. I did some YouTube stuff to keep myself busy, but there weren't orders. Everything that came, nothing. I was on DoorDash in a red zone with Platinum, and they sent me nothing for an hour and a half. Uber Eats sent me about 5 nothing orders. Instacart, I saw 1 or 2 shop onlys that I could have taken, but it really wasn't worth it, time wise. So you can easily go an hour or 2 without making anything on those. And again, what's your max? Your max is if you get like the most awesome customer in the world, you're going to get $100 tip or something like that. I mean, I know there are times that you can get something bigger than that, but you're just talking on your best days. And so that's what I really, really like about the flipping. And that doesn't count some of the other things. I found a couple of calculators, like $150, $170 calculators that were like half off. So like 80, 90 bucks, whatever that works out to be, that I'll make about $30 or $40 a piece on. That was at Target. So if you are looking to do some flipping, I know not every Target's the same. Some of the Targets, I went to 3. One of them had, like, they were peak clearance, and I grabbed them. One of them, they had already passed their clearance and had been bought out already. And the other one, their calculators weren't on clearance yet. So it's always hit or miss. But it's like that treasure hunt aspect is fun. And I mean, my potential yesterday for $1,200 spent is probably about $700 profit in the day. Now, of course, you need the money. You need the money to make the money. Got people honking at me. You guys know the drill. Give them the business. So, we're just going to kind of keep on going. But anyway, love to hear what you guys are thinking. If you got any questions on it, I think I saw something that got missed here. Morning, Kevin. How's it going? Hope you are doing well. We are in the midst of delivering this DeliverThat order. On our way, we've got our wraps. I don't know what to call them. They're like roll-ups or pinwheels. I've heard them called different things. So let me know how you guys are doing. Talking some eBay, Amazon, food delivery, gig delivery, how to keep pushing forward, how to keep expanding what your income is. Oh, one of the other things I'll share with you yesterday that I did, one of the thrift stores, all I did was I just bought a single CD, and it was like $1 plus tax, so it worked out to be like $1.07, okay? And obviously I didn't want to, it was like a charity thrift store, so I didn't want to like run my credit card for $1.07. But as you guys know from some of my videos, I love collecting change that I find in the ground. So, and I just keep a stack of it in the car, and I just took the $1.07 all in coins from my car, all coins that I found while I'm out delivering, and bought the CD. The CD should sell for like $20, which should net me somewhere between $12 to $15 on Amazon. Okay, so take whatever we can find. Took that $1.07, went to the thrift store, bought a CD that'll sell for $20. That'll get, like I said, $12 to $15 for. And so now I'm basically taking free money and then taking that, and then you can take that to where even if you kind of fail in your flips, you just want to make sure that if your flips fail, that it's not going to cost you a lot of money to start with. And dollar CDs, a lot of times garage sales, you can find CDs for $0.25 or 50 cents. But the point is simple. You just want to take low end stuff and then be like, okay, take that, sell that, and then you take that next $12, and then you would just completely turn that. Now, so if we'll use it in my case here, we'll go super low expectations. Let's say I only get $10 after the sale for the CD. Okay, takes a little longer or whatever. I have to lower the price to get the sale. But I can tell based on the sales history on Amazon and the ratings, like it's popular, it's gonna sell, especially going into Christmas season. So I can turn $1 into $10. Then I can go out and I can buy 10 more CDs for $1. And half of those sell, and I get dollars on half of those. 10 to 50. Right? And then I can go out and I can buy 50 CDs, and let's say only half of those sell, then I can turn that $50 into $250. And so you can see how quickly you can scale up. And so I would highly encourage you, if you're just looking, one of the best possible times to dabble into selling on eBay and Amazon is right now. So we're in the time of year that businesses call fourth quarter. Okay, the months of October, November, December, and you just have people buying stuff. I'm honking at somebody who's not even moving with a green light. This is what we got here. We got people who honk, and then we got people who just don't even move. And then you have people who move and sit at the stoplight, and then they don't even honk at those people. Like, they just sit there politely. Like, no, it's your green light. You need to honk and let them know that they need to move. So, love it. Love it. And it only gets worse down here for the next 4 to 6 months. It's great for business. It's great for food delivery. It's great for the local businesses and the restaurants down here, but man, is it horrible on traffic. Because you get a lot of people who don't have any idea or clue how to drive. Probably me too. I'm probably included in that. I probably show up on some people's dash cams every once in a while as people. Not saying I'm perfect, but when you log, a couple thousand miles a week, sometimes it sure you'll probably end up on someone's dash cam eventually. So anyway, we're still just working on this Deliver That order. We got 5 miles to go. And we'll get it dropped off, and then I'll say farewell. I'm gonna drop some things off the storage locker, go home, prep my Amazon shipment. I don't know if I'll get it done before I have to go pick up everybody from school, but if I don't, that's all right. We'll wrap it up, and my goal is to get it out get it actually out to Amazon today, and I'm gonna just push hard to deliver over the weekend. I have not done much delivery this week. Been lots of recovery from the hurricane, both mental and cleaning up inside the house. We weren't hit too hard by the hurricane. By the way, Kevin, I don't know if you're still watching, but you were up kind of more closer to where the hurricane hit, so hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you guys made out okay up there. We had some coastal flooding, lots of wind. That's what we had down here. But yeah, if you have any questions about eBay, Amazon, food delivery, gig delivery, YouTube, affiliate marketing, network marketing, let me know. Love to try to do my best to answer things for you as we're rolling here. I don't know how choppy my internet's going to be here over the last little bit. If it gets really bad, I'll just cut it off. But we're past what I think is the worst section, but we are going to go kind of the edge of where service is good in town for the drop-off, so we'll see. And I'll try to keep everything running. I think I'm going to like a doctor's office based on kind of where I think things are at. Looks like it's for about 12 people. Figured it's about 10. Based on the water bottles, I think there's maybe 12 to 15 water bottles that they put in here. So had everyone gotten smoothies, this order would have been like a $500 order. But it's interestingly, with the catering order, they gave free smoothies. It's like, that's probably a good workaround. I bet you they're going to get their money's worth just in smoothies. Because this is the place I featured a couple times that, like, a smoothie is like $15 to $20 at this place. Now, they're probably size small smoothies. They're probably not anything like crazy huge or whatever, but still. So anyway, hope you guys are all doing awesome. We've got 2.5 miles, 6 minutes to go. We're supposed to be there by 11:45. We're supposed to arrive by 11:40. This is, as far as I can figure, this is my third DeliverThat actual delivery. Did 2 for Pollo Tropical, if I'm saying that right. My Spanish is a major work in progress, though I am trying to progress in it a little bit. Try to get over a couple of lanes here. I didn't really set up my car well, so my blind spot is a little blinder than normal. But I know I need to make a right up ahead. So I'm just going to get over the right lane. I'm not worried about passing everybody and being in a rush. And then I'm going to drop off, do a storage locker run. Okay. I left Instacart on just in case I see something amazing. But if not, I'm just going to head home. Hey, JJP, thanks so much. Yes, love it. And I am working more and more to minimize DoorDash and all these gig delivery works into side hustle zone as opposed to main hustle. They've been my primary income for about 1.5 years, and I need to be done with that. But I still think they are a great way to pick up an extra $50 to $100 a day and more on weekends if you're willing to put the work in. And so that's kind of the model I'm trying to switch myself over to. I'm trying to get back to eBay, Amazon as my primary, as well as I'm trying to grow the YouTube to make YouTube also be an income stream, which you can help me out with that process. If you're appreciating the stream, just hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate the 8 of you who have already liked the stream, so I give a thumbs up to you for your thumbs up to me. I appreciate you guys so much. We are slowly building up our watch hours here. We are, if I just have to find more opportunities, not really find, they're always there. There's always opportunities to live stream. I just got to do a better job of live streaming and doing those things. Also, if you want to support this channel, there is a Patreon. It's patreon.com/asideofhustle. We've got new stuff going up almost every day. We had some interruptions for hurricanes the last couple weeks. Hey, thank you for that like, appreciate it. And but we try to give you all sorts of tips and tricks about how to maximize your side hustles, especially Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, Grubhub, a little bit of Shipt, a little bit of DeliverThat as well, kind of dabbling in those, because if those are your side hustles, the goal is get in, make the money that you need to make for it to qualify for your side hustle goal for the day, and then get out and then reinvest that money into things that are going to make better returns for you. And so we're working here right alongside with you, so you get to see the reality of it, but kind of from the ground up. You get to see somebody building all these things. And so definitely, if you got any questions about any side hustle, if I don't know, I'll try to point you to someone who is more of an expert in that area than I am. But I'm working on rebuilding my Amazon from scratch. Yes, and that's what I'm learning. Even with season starting to creep back in here, we just have so many drivers, and our demand during the week is so low relative to the number of drivers. It's not that there's not good orders out there, it's just that there's not enough good orders for everyone to eat. And so it's like, if you can find things, you just got to know, to zig when others are zagging and zag when others are zigging, and be able to make those switches. And so, in season, Costco drop can be pretty good, but I guess we're just not quite there yet. And other than when we've had like major hurricane related buying, which was, 2 out of the last 3 weeks, I got to do a ton of Instacart and Shipt. It's just, the orders just aren't there, or they're not being sent to me, at least. I mean, maybe somebody out there is making bank in my market this time of year, but it's not me. And I don't know, you can be a conspiracy theorist about it if you want, or just be a realist. My guess is the only way that you're making, 300 plus a day in my market right now is if you're just working 15 hours and you're just taking everything and just say, farewell, car. It was nice knowing you, but I'm going to destroy you to get this accomplished. And I just can't do that right now. If we had a second vehicle, maybe I could be a little bit more. Oh man, I got to try to get over. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over. Oh, am I actually going to a hospital? I might be going to a hospital. Let's see, is this the hospital, or I am going to the hospital? All right, so See, so I mean, I know I was going to a doctor, but I didn't actually realize I was going to like a doctor at a hospital. I thought I was going to more of like a thing. So I don't really know where I'm going. This could be very interesting because I have no clue. I'm gonna have to see if there's more instructions here as I get closer, but I'm gonna wait. This is kind of a busy road to get across here. We're technically a little bit early, but I bet you by the time I get to the delivery, two things are gonna happen. One, I'm not gonna technically be on time, and two, this stream might have to time out. But JJP, and let me park. I'm gonna answer that question because that's a good question because we address it a lot, and I feel like I'm the countercultural voice on YouTube to this a little bit. So, okay, so it says I need to go to, so maybe I'm not going to the main building. Maybe I am. Okay, so this is like a whole medical complex here, but it looks like I'm not going to the main building, but this building still looks pretty big. This is still a multi-floor building here. So give me like 2 minutes to find out where I'm going, JJP. I want to answer that question fully and make sure I read it right. And then also I can't wait too long because I need to keep this going. All right, I got the arrived mark. Now I got to figure out where to park. I'm allowed to park anywhere. Okay. I've arrived. That's great. I've arrived. Not in life, just for this destination. Let's see. Do we have a spot over here? My goodness, every spot's like taken here today. This is not super heavy. I have a wagon if I needed it. Physician vehicles only? My goodness. I understand they need parking, but when you've got like 30 empty parking spaces for your physicians, I think you could just say, like, yeah, you don't need to have that many. Okay, so quickly, I'm gonna give you the 2-minute answer, or maybe even more like the 1-minute answer. Okay, so this is the question for those of you who aren't seeing this on live and you're just watching on replay. Do you prefer offer per order or hourly? I had to switch to per order once I had an order that made me drive half an hour for a $2 tip. And that it told me after, and I ended up losing money doing per hour. Okay, so a couple things. One, the broad answer is it's always market dependent. Two, it depends on what the per hour rate is. Okay, so those are two things. In general, I like per offer. However, I also need to be Platinum Dasher in my market to get scheduling and to get any sort of decent order. So the balance that I do is I try to do per offer during the main meal times, so supper time and weekends as much as possible, and I try to do earn per hour, especially for late night, because it pays really well when you're stuck in a drive-through for 20 minutes or a half an hour. You can still do a couple of things with that too. If it's taking you super far out of zone, you can reject 1 per hour, so you can do that. You can, if you have a little room in your cancellation rate, you can accept and then cancel, as long as you're not going, far below that 95% or the 90% if you don't care about Platinum Dasher. So you've got a couple of those things. The other thing is, just because I'm on hourly doesn't mean I don't still set up at the highest end restaurants. So if I'm on hourly, I still don't want to be setting up at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. So there's a good live stream that we did on this channel, and it's the cherry picking live stream where I talk kind of through all the different strategies and we kind of go through all that. I need to record it as a long form video as well. Let me see if I can just find it for you on my other phone here really quick, because I do need to get this order delivered. But that's the short of it here. Okay, so let me, I need to get this delivered here in the next couple minutes, but let me find it for you really quick if I can do this. Awesome. Appreciate the subscribes and the likes, everybody. Thank you so much. That got us up to, where are we at? Oh my goodness, my brain is not braining. Yeah, it got us up to 650. Appreciate you guys. You guys are all awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let me just find it really quick. What it is? It's going to be under my live tab because we did it as a live stream, and it was probably about a month and a half ago, I would guess. There's cherries in the thing. Here it is. Cherry picking on DoorDash in 2024. I'm not going to play it, but you're going to look for that thumbnail, okay? Look for that thumbnail, JJP, and I kind of go in depth on some of the strategy stuff related to how I do it, even for earn by time. Okay, so that's what we have. Here's what I'm going to do. I know this stream is going to cut off because my internet, my car is going to cut off in 5 minutes. So I'm going to say goodbye for now because there's just no point in you watching an empty car and then having the stream time out. But do that. If you have other questions too, you guys can message me at asideofhustlechannel@gmail.com. I will try to answer those. And then, yeah, so definitely watch out, JJP. Thank you so much. I definitely would love to dig in more, or just ask any questions on the comments to that video too. And I try to keep up with my comments every day as much as possible. Do that. And if you haven't signed up for the Patreon, you can do the free Patreon, patreon.com/asideofhustle. Love to do that. Tornado, thank you so much. I will see you guys soon. Have a great day.